That's in our northeastern part of the coverage area. That is in Lynn County. Go ahead. What was that? Miriam. Okay, tracker is in Miriam now, so they've been on the move. Let's take Max 2 here in the weather set. Let's see what we have there. We could check maybe some of our cams that we have too. That's on the southern side. Let's go see our Shawnee Mission Medical Center cam. Let's get a peek of it there. So that's going to be down here, so by Overland Park. See what we've got in that. Maybe if we have that one, we can pull it full whenever you guys get it. In the meantime, here's the radar. Just let me know whenever you got that. We'll pull that one up and get visuals on this storm. But yeah, this is it. This might be the main, what I'm seeing here is this line right here is strong with the potential to become severe. You don't see severe warnings back behind this line. This is, showers and thunderstorms, but once this punches through, the atmosphere sort of stabilizes and turns over. This is not nearly as intense, even though we do still have a tornado watch here. Tornado watch goes for another half hour in some of these locations. For Kansas City, south of I-70, so all of this area, that goes until midnight. But really, once this line's probably going to nose a little bit further east and then kind of stall out. I don't think it's going to just charge to the east like we're so used to seeing. But once this main line is past you, your tornado threat's really going to come down. Your severe threat's really going to come down. So just how we see that playing out. It's not always a guarantee, but that's generally how it looks. So let's check. Let's go back up to our tornado warning, see what we have there. Warren, you've got the chat pulled up over on your side. Holler if you see anything for me, please. And if there's any updates, we're going to just bring them straight to our viewers. I'm going to get it going on my side too. Okay, so there it is, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Let's check in on the tornado warning, and then we're going to get back to what's moving through the metro really quickly. So Lynn County, this is our tornado warning. This is why we're staying on right now instead of going with our typical newscast. This goes until 6:45, or is it 7? Let's pull this up. This goes until 6:45 for this particular tornado warning. This is in Lynn County. Let's see where the rotation is, see what it's been looking like, get a diagnosis on this. Yeah, it's still there, Meadville, just east of Meadville. Put a pause on it. Warren was mentioning earlier about how, so it's probably here, this is Laclede, just southwest of 36 Highway. I'd say it's right about 36 Highway, just west of Laclede, moving in this direction to the east-northeast, about to cross 5 Highway right here. So 36 Highway, 5 Highway, just west of Laclede. If there's a tornado there, it is not confirmed. Nothing coming in on chat for it. The spotters wouldn't be able to see this one anyway because it's all wrapped up. It's all wrapped up in rain. Northeast at about 30. Get you some towns again with our latest scan. We always got to check the scans. Warren was talking earlier about how these all day long up here in northern Missouri have been cycle up, cycle down, drop a little funnel, funnel connects, and then they lift back up. These have not been big long track tornadoes like we saw in Nebraska and Iowa yesterday. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't take a tornado warning seriously, but just historically today, these have been these brief little spin up type of tornadoes. So around Laclede essentially now is what we're seeing. And then Bruner School, 6:45. Then Lynn Center School at 6:54. Once it's past Lynn County, we've got Advent School. That's right here. Be there by about 6:36. That's outside of our coverage area. We may still be able to be seen there, but that would switch over into probably the Columbia market. Television market. So yeah, there's certainly rotation there. It's actually picked up a little bit just south of Linneus. It's easier to spot now. It's very evident that there's rotation with that tornado warning. Goes for another about 10 minutes. Now let's go back to our severe thunderstorm warning that is moving toward the metro. It's in Miami County. There we go. Let's get back to our radar. Pull this view back out and go down here because something kind of interesting happened as I was on doing the weather just a few moments ago, and these were non-severe. They cycled up rather quickly, and the reason is the wind. So let's see what these are doing, and if we spot, there's not really rotation. I'm not seeing that. Good news there. It's always good to not see rotation with a tornado watch in place. But right around Paola, what are we working with here? Let's see what kind of wind gusts these things could be popping out. That's about 60 miles per hour. So about a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. That would be just north of Paola. That'd be along 169 Highway, just west of Lewisburg. Here's Lento. This is K68. So Highway 169, K68. That right there would be a pretty good gust. That's really the reason why the storm is severe. Let's go up north. We're going to have to watch this one moving into Overland Park. Would not be surprised if this one got a warning. Let's see what it's kicking out with winds. And that's about 45, so you can probably tack on about another 5 or 10. So we'll say 50-mile-per-hour wind gust, strong storm there. And then what I want to do is go back in time just a bit and watch these two pockets and see just how quickly did they cycle up and start. Yeah, it did not take long. So this was at 6:15. So we're only talking about 20 minutes ago. Nothing even close to severe, and then up they go. So this is telling us that the atmosphere along and ahead of that line it's allowing these storms to strengthen up. Behind the line, not a big deal. Doesn't look like it'd be winding back down. So let's check in to the southwest, where we've had a history of tornado warnings that have been approaching, getting close to Anderson and Linn counties. This is so similar to what we saw yesterday, where it was northern Missouri and then down right along our southern fringe of the coverage area. Down here by Chanute, we had a tornado warning. Here's Garnett. We have a severe thunderstorm warning there. That's with this one. Let's check hail, too, with both of the severe thunderstorm warnings that we have and see if that poses a big threat. Looked like it was pocket change, quarter, nickel-sized stuff. Let's see winds on this one. There is a couplet here around Iola. All right, so this would be just south of Garnett, so we'd be looking toward the Anderson and Linn County areas. I do see a potential for a tornado warning coming from that right there. It's kind of broad, so the National Weather Service, I'm sure, is monitoring that. That could be straight line winds, as this is surging up, and then you get some wind shoot out ahead of the storm, and it gives you a little funky look on your radar image, but there might be a little something there. So we'll keep close tabs on that. That's why I want to watch that, because once it crosses, let's see, this line right here, then it's into our coverage area. We could have a tornado threat moving toward Lone Elm and Blue Mound. Not sure. It's a strong thunderstorm. That's pretty high winds that we have there. Back up the line we go. Let's check hail up here on our severe thunderstorm warning. Get back to our radar. Okay, man, it's noisy out there. Leewood, that's getting close to my area, getting a good strong thunderstorm at home. Here's our severe. Let's see if this hail is a problem. Go to our hail tracker, and hail takes a little while longer to get going. You can get your winds to really come up first, and then the hail could follow. Not seeing big hail concerns here yet. Now, we went from nothing to this. If you look at your scale, you're talking about quarter-inch size hail. That's not much to worry about. It'd be like a little penny pea size hail. But we went from nothing to that in about, what was that, 10 minutes? About 10 minutes. So need to keep tabs on that. Just monitor the hail threats. Not really that high at the moment. Okay, let's see if anything's coming through. We're getting pea-size hail in Overland Park. Let's check in on Overland Park. That's what we were just monitoring just to your south. We checked the winds around Overland Park. Let's see if this one's got any hail with it that is detectable on radar. Pea-size hail, penny-size hail won't really do too much. Your car would be okay. It's not showing up on our hail tracker yet. Might be a little bit of a delay there. Let's pause that. So around Highway 69, there's 35, just south of 35, seeing a little something there. So this will be moving, especially on the east-southeast side of the Kansas City Metro. Let's see if who's kind of on the back side of the severe risk. So really, if you check out where the strong storms are, you move back toward Parkville, toward Bonner Springs. We still have the tornado watch last we checked. I'll confirm that in a moment. This is probably winding down with the severe risk. This is severe risk all through here. Any point we could get severe weather, and all out ahead of that, the atmosphere is ripe for producing severe weather, and we have the tornado watch. Yeah, the tornado watch still ongoing. Warren just pulled it up, and the storms moving into this environment here could still certainly go rather strong tonight. Okay, Warren, you want to get back to your watch and maybe look at that tornado warning again?
Yeah, absolutely. So good news on the back edge of this. So if you're just seeing more generic rain and some, quick flashes of lightning, your severe threat's probably done. Those of you on the Kansas side, we're talking out near Douglas County, Jefferson County, out into Topeka, things like that. So Douglas was actually able to be expired from the tornado watch. And so actually, as we just kind of mentioned, those of you on the leading edge of this are really the ones that we need to watch out for good rotation on. So I expect as the bulk of the thunderstorms moves through the metro here shortly, we'll lose our tornado threat for sure. And the more you have just soaking rain, the lower that tornado risk is going to be. But out ahead of that, kind of on the edge or where you see a few cells out on their own, they have a little bit of better ingredients to tap into more rotation and better moisture, things like that, and a little bit warmer as well out in this sector. So we definitely have a long line of thunderstorms that's coming through, but it's really on that leading edge that you're going to have that higher tornado threat. So yeah, let's take you back up to the actual tornado warning, the one warning that we have in place, and it is for Lynn County on the Missouri side here. And that is going to be in effect until 6:45. You can see a lot of lightning, very heavy rain, and that would make any sort of rotation embedded within this very hard to see. So let's show you our velocity product here. And I do expect to have probably still some sort of good rotation within it. And we do a little bit. It's mainly through Laclede now. Brookfield up to Linnaeus is where we see some pretty broad rotation. Obviously, we're getting away from the radar here, and we've mentioned that a few times, but that does make this product a little harder to diagnose. But nonetheless, there is still rotation overhead in Laclede and just over Laclede to Brookfield. And let's show you that warning again and make sure that we have the latest on that. I believe that's going to be until 6:45, and that's going to potentially expire in 3 minutes. I haven't seen any confirmation yet if that's going to happen. Let's go back up, sorry, to this specific warning. But yeah, I do think 6:45 will be the expiration, and that's in 3 minutes. So the fact that we haven't seen the tornado warning actually extended and that they've extended just the severe thunderstorm warning, you can see this yellow box that's flashing behind it, that's a good sign that it probably will expire. So good news there for sure. Let's head over to Luke. You got something for me?
Yeah, let's take our mobile storm tracker. They're out in the thick of this as it's going through the Kansas City Metro right now. You said that they're on 69, Highway 69 right now, or was it 35? We were in the Merriam area, but we've been on the move. We're on Highway 69 right now, so thunderstorms moving through. They're heavy duty. These are heavy duty storms, not severe where our storm tracker is, but this is just what we're going to settle into for the rest of tonight is heavy rain. And be on guard. If you have plans tonight, you've got to be out anywhere, then just know that you could run into flooded roads. We're looking at a lot of rain tonight. I'm not saying everybody's going to flood. I'm just saying we're going to have a lot of rain in some pockets tonight. Flooding is certainly possible. We have the flood watch through the night. These storms are going to be persistent. They're going to be very heavy and at times, and they do carry a severe risk in some locations. Let's go up to north of, so Lynn County, Missouri is where we have the tornado warning. That's here. This is another red box, but this is not a tornado box. This is a flash flood warning box. And what we have seen and what we may see tonight, we might get more of this. I expect that we probably will, is see how storms just kind of set up on a track and they keep going over the same spots. That's heavy rain, heavy rain, heavy rain the whole way through. And we get flash flood warnings like this. Let's see how much that we could have seen up here. This is in Grundy and Mercer counties in our coverage area. They've stacked up 2 inches and 2 inches more on the way in that zone. So 4 inches in a rather short amount of time. And overnight tonight, we could probably see a number of spots pick up on similar rain totals and in again, short amount of time. See how these are all kind of doing the same thing where they line up like that? Hey, new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's investigate this. This looks like it includes the Kansas City Metro, at least part of it. Let's, maybe I need to even, there we go. So this is going to include Leawood. Let's pause our radar. This line right here, now severe. This includes the south side of Kansas City. So we've got KCK, KC Mo, there's Leawood. Here's Loch Lloyd, here's Lee Summit, all included. So it's going to be moving toward Lee Summit. Right now it's around Leawood. Liberty, you're just outside of the severe thunderstorm warning. This extends down just to the east of Spring Hill. So the southeastern part of the 435 loop. And I'm going to imagine that this is for 60-mile-per-hour winds and 3/4 inch hail. So we're looking at Cass County, Missouri, Jackson County, Missouri, Johnson County, Kansas, and Wyandotte County, Kansas. This is our new warning. Severe thunderstorm, not spinning. I'll confirm that here in a second, but it doesn't, they would have put a tornado warning on it if it were. We have the tornado watch, means conditions are possible for that, but a warning means it's ongoing. This goes till 7:15, that's a half hour. Severe thunderstorm warning in portions of the Kansas City Metro. Let's go down the line. Let's see what we have with hail and with winds. I'm going to even start up here near Buckner and Independence just in case these may have some gusty winds. I really think it's that line that's over by Overland Park and Leawood. And we'll spot who's got the severe portion of the storm. Let's pause this. Independence, probably not. Doesn't look like it's all that powerful there. This is it. Okay, Overland Park, you can see the bright colors light up. Let's get some wind reports on here. This would be, all right, 53. You can always tack on for your wind gusts. You know, at any moment it can pop up about 10. So we could say 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's what the National Weather Service is reporting. These are some spots that have 40 to 50 just further to the north. It's this zone right here on the south side of Overland Park that is most intense. That's just north of 435 of the 435 loop. Here's Leawood. So it's between Overland Park and Leawood, southwest side of Leawood. Here's 435. This is Metcalf Avenue. It's just east of Metcalf Avenue. So that's where you could get some damage. It's not 70-mile-per-hour winds. I don't want to make it sound like that, but it is a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's put a spot right there. So it's saying 49. Let's go back and see if it popped up and then popped back down. Yeah, all through there. Any of these bright spots. Leawood, you just had a good one too that came through. That was near 60 miles per hour. Let's go down. So this whole kind of bright green spot, you could get a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. It could come down and moving eastward. This whole line's going to move east. So that's the wind story. Let's check the hail story. All right, nothing coming through on chat. Are we getting damage reports here out of Gentry County? Might have some damage reports out of Gentry County. That would be from earlier. Getting reports of pea-size hail. Did have pea-size hail in Overland Park? Okay, we've got Mark Palos. He's in Johnson County. Is he in Johnson County, Kansas? Let's go to, all right, Mark Palos, Johnson County,
Luke,
Kansas. What you got?
We are coming to you. Hey, Luke. Yeah, we are in South Overland Park, Leawood area. We're on 135th Street heading east towards the Kansas-Missouri state line. I'm going to switch the camera around so you can see what we are seeing outside of our car, but we are seeing heavy rains come down in our area. Just on our way down here, we're coming south on Highway 69. We were beginning to see some of the flooding that we were concerned about. We did see a little bit of water kind of beginning to pool on the roadway. We certainly saw traffic had been affected earlier in the evening when we were traveling north on I-35. We saw an SUV that had hydroplaned due to the conditions. We were just traveling south, on Highway 69. We saw another car that had pulled over to the side of the road in a construction area due to the conditions. That obviously caused many other drivers to make some very bad and poor decisions on the road. So certainly right now, heavy rainfall down here in the South Overland Park, Leawood area that is affecting traffic. Again, right now, the image that you're seeing on our screen is on 135th Street heading east towards the Kansas-Missouri state line. As you can see with these cars around us, there is some water really picking up in the roadway. We're going to continue to follow this storm east as and listen to your guidance, Luke. But for now, that's what what we have, and we'll toss it back to you guys in the studio.
Full block or
Okay, thank you, Mark. Appreciate the report. Hey, we just got word that the tornado warning that was in Lynn County, Missouri, has been allowed to expire, so no tornado threat there. This is a severe thunderstorm warning that's moving through portions of the southern side of the Kansas City Metro. We're going to be tracking these, not seeing rotation with this. Good news there. We're going to take a break. We're going to come right back. We've got more news coming up on the other side of the break. We'll see you soon.
257 picks, 7 rounds, 3 days, and 7 new Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL draft is a whirlwind, somewhere on the spectrum between a massive business meeting and an actual rock concert. But amid all the organized chaos, our Neil Jones has massive news out of Arrowhead that has nothing to do with football.
For the first time since the failed stadium vote, Chiefs chairman and CEO Clark Hunt spoke to the media.
We're definitely disappointed with how the stadium vote turned out. I've been through a few of these processes, and I know from that experience that what you try first doesn't always succeed. So we'll be in a situation where we go back to the drawing board.
And for the first time, Hunt says that the Chiefs are open to the idea of negotiating separately from the Royals.
And I really think at this point it makes sense for both of us to work independently. There's certainly nothing to preclude us coming back and doing something together.
And the Chiefs chairman says that while they have not had any talks with officials in Kansas, the team will now begin to come up with a new plan, which might mean a whole new stadium.
If we end up back focused on a renovation of Arrowhead, we'll obviously look at everything that we did from a design standpoint over the last couple of years to see if it can be enhanced. But we may be in a situation where we're looking at a new stadium as well.
And Mr. Hunt says that time is of the essence.
Time is short for us at this point, and so we need to see what other options are out there for us.
So when it comes to the stadiums, the next few months could be very interesting. At the Truman Sports Complex, Neil Jones, KCTV 5 Sports.
More major Chiefs news today. Hunt announced former Kansas City linebacker and defensive end Tamba Hali has been selected as this year's inductee into the Chiefs Hall of Fame. He spent his entire 12-year career in KC as one of the most prolific pass rushers in franchise history. Now, everybody has different paths to the Hall of Fame, but very few have one like Tamba Hali, who fled Liberia when he was just 10 years old.
I go from, ducking bullets and running away from people shooting and killing civilians and hiding out and escaping that, going to the Ivory Coast, Dad coming down, filing for us. To come to the U.S. The way it's played out, it's more like some kind of movie. Somebody write the script, but it's my life and I'm living it.
With the 131 pick in the NFL Draft 2024, the Kansas City Chiefs select Jared Wiley, tight end, TCU.
The picks are in. Kansas City added 5 new players on the final day of the draft: a tight end, safety, center, cornerback, and a guard. We'll introduce you to the newest members of Chiefs Kingdom, plus find out which local players heard their names called here on day 3, coming up at 10:30 in KC Sports tonight. For now, busy day in sports, very busy day in weather. Let's hand it over to First Warn 5 Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris.
Hey, thanks, Marlia. All right, we have a big string of severe thunderstorms that are out there now. No tornado warnings right now. We are watching something that's moving toward, let's take Max 2 if you could, guys. Max 2. You do see that little bright spot that we were looking. This is coming in toward just south of Garnett, so that's what we had there. We're going to watch that area in Lynn County, Kansas. It's not there yet, but moving in your general direction. We have some severe thunderstorm warnings down there. These are 60-mile-per-hour winds pretty much all along this line. 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch diameter hail. Let's move in toward the metro. That's a nasty line of storms coming through. Not spinning at this point, but going toward Lee's Summit now. It just went through Overland Park and Leawood, crossing over the state line into Missouri. And that's up by Excelsior Springs, too. The warning doesn't go that far, but just south of Excelsior Springs and Lee's Summit, you're under that severe thunderstorm warning. 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch hail with that one. Once you're on the back side, like on the west side of Kansas City, Kansas, all this stuff right there, this is stabilizing. So I don't expect severe weather to form on the back side of that main strong line that's coming through. So once that bounces past you, you're probably looking good. But it's still going to be a rainy, wet, stormy night. Let's go northeast. We have northeast Missouri's been hit hard today. We do have several severe thunderstorm warnings. No longer a tornado warning in Lynn County, Missouri. A lot of these are 1-inch diameter hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Flash flood warning, too. You see that little red box there? That's where storms just keep raking over the same spot. We've had 2-3 inches of rain. Another couple inches could fall there. Let's go and show them the big view, big long line, a snaky line. It's all across our area. This will probably stall a bit and just kind of hang with us through the night. Bring us the flood watch that we have and an additional 2 to 4, maybe 5 inches of rain in some spots overnight. Let's go to the tornado watch. We do still have the tornado watch. Want you to know that goes till midnight south of I-70, 9 north of I-70, and 7 p.m. to the west. It is busy out there, Gianni.
It is definitely busy. You'll keep a close eye. I know you and Warren will definitely be on air if we have any warnings. But for now, we'll see you back here at 10 o'clock.
I think there's something else. You can look at it though. But the 6:30 show did not run, and there's some elements if you want to.
Hey, weather guys, be quiet. We're going to talk about something important.
No. Okay. Which one? This one.
You look good, though.
Look at that. A rose between two thorns.
Oh, give me a break. I'm a rose.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Well, I'm not a thorn. Not a giraffe either, for God's sake.
A giraffe? You're taller than me, man.
What was the line I had? Our
Joe, I got to get
giraffe-like-
this in the prep.
Yeah, did you run that? I think you
Our
did.
giraffe. I was going to use it on top 5, and you were so.
I was
It hurt
all
your
for
feelings so
it.
bad I
Liz
didn't
was
do
the
it.
one that was like, that's so mean.
I can't, you know. I'll use it. I'll figure out a way.
Giraffe-like.
Our new news anchor, the giraffe-like former basketball player.
Jesus.
Thanks, Joe.
Once again, you are taller than I am.
Huh?
You are taller than I am. And thornier.
Played 4 soccer games this afternoon.
God, this rain like kills my shoulder.
I am so sore, and I'm just wondering, is this how Old Man Jones feels? Like every day?
Imagine feeling
where
like
I'm
that
just
all the
like,
time.
you know, with him
I
carrying
play
around
golf.
all that camera gear.
I play golf and carry my
I
carry my
know.
golf clubs.
A and AA, yeah. So throw. Nope. We're recording. Just throw 3 box in one of them, ISOs in the other.
Beep, beep, beep.
Now you can start on me. Neil, we're going pick by pick for the Chiefs, Tamba Hali, then local products. So. No, you're good. You're good.
Was Ben Sennett the first? No. Missouri had a guy.
Yeah, in the first round,
Darius Robinson.
Oh, yeah, Robinson. And the Rakestraw went in 2.
Yep.
And then
Maybe. Oh no, end of 2.
3.
Yeah.
No, I thought he went 3.
BB and Sinnott both winning the. Oh, there's Gurpreet. Hey, Gurpreet.
Race Rob was 3.
Yo, I hear you talking on TV. Are you still waiting for Studio AA to have something on?
Yeah, are you not seeing us?
I see you in Studio A, but nothing in AA.
Okay,
Oh, no,
Joe,
Rick
did you hear
Ross
that? Joe, he says he's not getting the 3 box in A. Oh, okay. Oh, no rush. Just want to let you know.
Oh, yeah, I see you guys now.
Okay, now you're good?
Yeah,
Cool.
I see everything's recording and everything's
Perfect.
good.
Hey, Gurpreet, I appreciate you checking. Thanks, man.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
And yeah, we won't go like pick by pick for the local kids. Just kind of overall, hey, Mizzou, K-State, That'll be the second block for today.
Cody Schrader, Khalid Duke, and Harrison Mevis all were undrafted.
Yeah, Schrader signed with the 49ers.
Did he? Okay, great.
I think a guy like Schrader, you're much better off going as a free agent.
Probably so.
Pick a spot
Yeah.
where they want you and need you rather than go someplace where you're just
49ers, I think they utilize weapons, so that'll be good. All right, Joe, you give me the green light, my friend.
Darius Robinson was day 1, 18.
Yeah, first one. No, right before the Chiefs, 27.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Again, these are details that we can talk generically.
It's been a blur over 3 days.
Yeah, I don't expect an in-depth breakdown of Jalen Carlisle, but if you have it.
Oh, I have it.
Okay, all right.
Been waiting all year for this.
Okay. The Jalen Carlisle roundtable starts in 3, 2, 1. Well, we have a brand new Chiefs draft class to break down, so we bring in the experts. Marlia Campbell and then Neil Jones is also here. We've got some new members of Chiefs Kingdom, headlined, of course, by a speedy first-round pick, wide receiver out of Texas, Xavier Worthy. A lot of Chiefs fans wanted Kansas City to draft a wide receiver, and Neil, they get their wish. Your instant reaction.
I thought they got a guy who can help them right away. I watched Worthy play all 3 years at Texas, not only against Kansas State and Kansas, but against teams like Oklahoma, Alabama. He's played well.